We know that Method haven't been playing together as long. They were still able to pick up such a big sponsorship instantly just because of the names on that team are impeccable. There's some incredibly strong talent on that roster, but they haven't had maybe the same amount of time to gel as NG Blue.
They might be able to just kill Nolifer out of his ice block. He's still at half HP. Nice Blizzard. He sniped Waz completely out of stealth.
We see Raikou in a lot of trouble here. The silence to follow up the CC onto Minpoike is going to force that first block, and a nice double fair from Froffsy. Nolifer hasn't even been involved in the CC chain yet. Can he get the DR sheep? Doesn't look like it, but they get the block anyway. So that was pretty much Froffsy and Chaz deciding, you know what, Nolifer, if you're not going to deep this Druid and get the CC, we're going to do it for you. And they might get the win here. The trigger comes out. He doesn't dice through it. He didn't have an S. The Iron Back wasn't enough. Method, they pull one back into Shadow Play. It's paying off instantly for them.
Froffsy playing this series phenomenally now that he's off the bench. Waz caught in a polymorph. It looks like they maybe want to set something up off of that. Raikou now getting bursted down very hard. Down to 17, down to 11, just dead.
He doesn't die.
Just dead.
I can't believe that. He had so much time to block there. They are looking unstoppable at this point, but so much damage coming out from Froffsy and Nolifer. They just chunk through all those cooldowns. They're actually swapping over onto Minpoike here. He's in a bit of trouble. He's caught in normal form. The full Hodge, they have the Deep Freeze and the Silence to follow this up. This could be the game. He's used to trigger out the Silence. He's going to get out maybe. The Shadow Melt comes out. The Iron Bark comes out. He used every single defensive cooldown. Look at that. 5 cooldowns used at the exact same time.
Froffsy, though, is in a lot of trouble right now. Chaz sees it coming, trades out his bubble, so he'll be able to freely cast some heals right now. But even just casting heals, Waz is annihilating Froffsy, and this is match point. If Froffsy dies here, it would be pretty spectacular. They set up on Poike. Poike has nothing. Literally nothing to survive. Raikou and Waz need to do some emergency method right here. It's just going to take it. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. I cannot believe that. I mean,
look at the damage as well.
Clearly and obviously, we're about to lose. They made a risky decision to bring in Froffsy on Shadow Priests, and ultimately that decision won them 3 games in a row. Are they going to go for it? Doesn't look like they can just yet with Chaz caught into a sap, but as soon as these CCDRs are over, they can commit a lot of damage. Miley caught into a Horrify. Chaz knows that there's a kill here. Deja drops the smoke bomb defensively, but that's still not enough. 4% HP remaining. It will not be enough, but Method set up that kill again onto the Resto Druid, and it just looked so clean.
But we do see Thessia caught in that silence right now. He could potentially go down here. Miley gets locked on the hill. He's going to fall. This is going to be the series. The Yacht Boys eliminated in the mirror. There's no finer fashion. Method have just been dominating in the shadow, and they're not going to let the Yacht Boys get away with the mirror. And Daisy Duke having to block again to peel. He has no blocks left. And unfortunately, the sheep is DR onto Chaz. This is going to be the game. Can they follow it up? The DR sheep. Surely he goes down. He does fall. And Method, I really think they have the composition advantage.
Both of these teams are under so much stress, and you can see it, but Chaz is finally caught into a kidney shot with no way to remove it. Nolifer gets locked out on his peel, and Chaz is going to go down. This is going to be it. Method are going to be eliminated. He's barely staying alive at 3% HP, 14% HP. Nice double fear out from Froffsy. Chaz should have died in this situation. He pulls off a miracle to stay alive in this game. They've got 8 seconds to turn this around onto Daisy Duke. Maybe they make a swap. Method could, they have a lot of options, but they need to survive another kidney shot. Will Chaz be able to do it again? He pulled off 1 miracle, but I don't think he can pull off 2. Maybe he can. They're barely keeping him alive. Chaz is I cannot believe this from Chaz. He is able to stay alive despite having no cooldowns to keep this going. Method are playing phenomenally. They need to make a setup here if they want to take this game.
The red buff killing spree comes out from Nixie. This is going to be it. Chaz is going to fall surely down to 10%. He doesn't get kicked on the cast, the grip away. Daisy Duke uses his block. There's no way he survives this. He's actually free casting in the middle of the map. How is this little dwarf alive?
Chaz is a god. I can't believe this dwarf is still alive, and they still have a good opportunity to get a kill. Anyone on ABC can die right here, right now. Method can take this game so easily. Daisy Duke is completely alone in the middle of the map, blinks back behind the tomb, and I do not think he can pull this off by himself, and he cannot. And Chaz most certainly deserving of going to the European regionals after that display. I cannot believe that he survived that.
Yeah, there has to be a replay of that, because he faked the kick on 5% HP. We were so certain he was dead there. We were calling how Method just needed to get one more setup. They were going to get the win, but the silence was unable to follow. I think Daisy Duke might have got the amazing peel at the last second to keep ABC in it, and then they have the chance to win this game with a completely new strategy, which we've never really seen in this matchup before, training down Chaz, but he's able to fake the kick on 5% HP. He was so close to dying. They take down Tag Turk and they're 100% through to regionals. These guys must be cheering so much in Skype. Just imagine if you're Praii in this situation. You were seeing Chaz on 5%, you must be kissing. You already just kissing when you see him.
When you get to the European regionals.
I can't believe it.
They're still looking to try and make something happen, but Cervantes is already at the pillar, says, hello, pillar, hello, friend. I'm going to stay next to you for a little bit here as Danyka is silenced.
Yeah, and the thing is they're committing all these buttons like silence, sheeps, but well, actually the full sheep, that's going to secure the game, surely. Cervantes down to 9%, the whole team is on top of him, he does fall.
We can see Dalaran Sewers. These teams are ready and eager. This is the grand finals. Now actually going for it maybe a little bit prematurely. He is quite overextended now. He needs to be careful. Danyka is forced to bubble. They're just trying to commit all in onto Chaz, but now Chaz is kind of running thin. As long as Cervantes can survive, I think they might be able to get a kill.
Yeah, I agree. They've done what they needed to do offensively, but at the same time, they don't have any defensive cooldowns. It's just going to fall down.
Whoa,
10% HP. Method definitely punishing this small map. They're able to connect to Cervantes so easily, and Method just looking incredibly strong. Gates open. We're on to Ruins of Lordaeron for Game 3. The same compositions coming out.
4 languages just need to survive. I'd like to see Danyka just bubble. They should pop Incarnation, and they should just run right at Chaz, literally right now.
They definitely have this kill window. The Avenging Wrath is down. The bubble is down. He does have his trinket. All they need to do is connect, though. They get the full fail on him after that MD. Cervantes so low. This could potentially be the game. He does get some heals connected. The IBF, of course, some damage reduction. They actually use 1 bop onto Froffsy, but there's no way that 2 bops will be needed for Chaz. He does get 1 off here. The Word of Glory. He's just going to try to top himself if they can purge that off.
Danyka's trying to run back to the pillar, but he gets polymorphed, unable to get out of line of sight. Now Cervantes, there's really no way he should survive, and he's not. Method are just going to completely dissolve Cervantes on Runes of Lordaeron. They are going to 3-0. They climbed back through the losers bracket. They put Froffsies in. I didn't know this guy was this good. He's spectacular, and they are literally just cleaning house at this point. His friend in every match, he's just trying to get out of line of sight away from these wizards, but Froffsy's right on his face, pushing in, trying to finish off Cervantes. Will he have the damage to do it? He does. Cervantes goes down. Method take game number 1 in this final best of 5. They just can't be stopped. Chaz actually deciding to trinket there in the midst of that, so he will be without that trinket moving forward, which means that Froffsy could die. FedEx, though, is the one who's in trouble. 19% HP remaining, gets the touch of karma off. Was that bubbled immediately? It was just bubbled immediately, and they kill him instantly as a result. So Method strike back with an early kill for themselves, now leading 2-1. 1 game away from being the champions of the qualifying cup number 1. They're setting up some damage here onto Nolifer. They did so much damage earlier, they locked him on Frost. Nolifer down to 26%, but finally recovering. Now Cervantes getting set up on. Seems like he's deflecting a lot of the damage so far, but he just can't do it. He's just gonna go down. Danyka trinkets, he drops the Spearling, barely in range to keep Cervantes going, but FedEx wasn't in it. Now a full fear on Danyka's trinket, and Cervantes is just going to flop. He's barely hanging on at 2% HP. No, he does not survive, and the swap over to the Resto Shaman does not pay off whatsoever. Method are going to be your champions for the European Qualifying Cup number 1.